Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do something today that I haven't done in a hot minute. I am going to be filming basically a day in the life. I get it all done. I have several things that I need to accomplish today and tackle, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. I haven't vlogged in quite some time. Honestly, just for the simple fact that vlogs don't typically do well on my channel, but I got a lot of requests when I asked what kind of videos you guys like to see for vlogs. So I said, you know what, I'm going to give the people what they want. I always try to. And I'm going to vlog today. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, and let's go ahead and get this day started. Also, check out my super cute mug. It said, it's an add to cart kind of day. It's always an add to cart kind of day, if you ask me. But we're going to be going to Trader Joe's finally. I know I've been talking about this on my Instagram for I feel like weeks now, saying that I need to go make a Trader Joe's run. But it's not really close to where I live anymore. I mean, I guess it never was like, excuse me, super close to where I live. But I'm going to make the trek today and take you guys along with me. So there will be a haul coming up in this video. So that's super exciting. But I'm still like puffy and sleepy, and I need lots of coffee. Just lovely. It's been raining for 777 days. I feel like everyone else in the whole entire United States is getting snow but us. Well, we got snow last weekend, so I guess I should be thankful for that. Because I don't know about you guys, but if it doesn't snow a lot where you live, you like want it to snow. That's just like the thing. Because like people always want what they can't have or what they don't have, and for me that's snow. I am so tired. I don't know, I've just been like, it's probably because I go to bed so late. Because I used to go to bed, like, I would be in the bed pretty much asleep by 10 o'clock, and now I stay up till like midnight, sometimes 1. Because I don't get a lot of downtime, I don't get a lot of alone time. Sometimes I just like choose to stay up late so I can get some me time. And I've been really into this show on Netflix called The Magicians, which it's been around for a long time. It's not a new show or anything, but it's like a sci-fi show, but it's not, I mean, it is kind of sci-fi-y. It's definitely fantastical, I guess you could say, which I love that. That's like my vibe, my jam. That's kind of what I look for in shows, is like if there's some kind of magical element, or like really dark. But I've been staying up late watching that. But I'm on the last season, and I think I have like 3 episodes left. And this season was not the greatest, which I hate when they do that. It's like they just kind of give up on the last season and they just like throw something together. That's how I feel. So I haven't been super impressed with this season, but it's almost over, so I'm just gonna ride it out to the end. But as always, I'm always looking for new show recommendations. So if you have anything new and good, I've literally seen everything, I think. I swear, I feel like I've seen like every good show. Actually, I am gonna start, what's it called? Like Firefly Lane or something? Firefly something on Netflix with Katherine Heigl. I think that's her name. From Knocked Up. But it's 1 season, so I know I'm gonna blow through it in like 2 days. So if you have any shows that have lots of seasons that are super good, drop them in the comments, because I am looking for a long-term show. I started The Magicians. It has 5 seasons. I started that, it's been almost 2 weeks ago, or it might be in right around 2 weeks ago, and I watched all 5 seasons in 2 weeks, which I feel like is not that crazy. I I've definitely slammed through some shows in like a day. So we are on our way to Trader Joe's. Since it's raining, I think that's the only thing that we're gonna do outside of the house today. I was just gonna push it back, but I am in the mood to go there, and that might change later in the week. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and go, make the trek, and just go and get what I've been wanting. Because there's like several items that I've been seeing in other people's hauls that I'm like having serious FOMO, and I need it. Oh, and then back to my extreme exhaustion. I'm like forever exhausted. I also have like chronically low B12 or B vitamin. I think it's just B12, but to the point where I think I probably should get the B12 shots, but we just haven't gone there yet. So I found these, you guys can see that, at Target, and they're energy drinks, but they're really just like flavored water. Maybe that's bold of me to say. Maybe they're not like flavored water. I still have like morning voice. Sorry for that. You guys go ahead and go. Y'all just go. People don't know how to drive. Thank you. Let me get to the stop sign and I can tell you guys real quick what it has. So it has 110%. So it has 17 milligrams of niacin, 1.8 milligrams of B6, 2.5 mcgs of B12, and 30 milligrams of biotin. It's got like 100+% of like all that stuff that you need in your daily intake. And it has 200 milligrams of caffeine, so F me up, you know what I mean? Like, but it gives me good energy. It gives me that energy that you don't feel like you're gonna crash later. I found these at Target. I actually found them at a local gas station first, and then I was like, I'm gonna try that, because I'm always looking for things that like are better for you, that have caffeine in them, because coffee always makes me feel like crap. I use like almond or oat milk creamer, and it's got like, you know, a little bit of sugar, so it always makes me feel like crap. So I'm always looking for like better ways to get in my caffeine. So I picked this up on a whim, and I really liked it. And then when I was at Target last week, I saw it, so I grabbed a couple more, and I really wish I would have just grabbed like the whole case, because I like them a lot. So I'm gonna chug this down, and then I'm gonna try to vlog when I go into Trader Joe's, but I have a feeling it is going to be slam packed. I'm just praying there's not a line, because that's really another reason why I haven't gotten out here, is because every single time if I'm in the area and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just go by Trader Joe's, there's always a line to get in because of COVID. So I'm hoping there's not going to be a line. But cheers. I will catch up with you guys later. Yay, there's no line. Praise be. Okay, so we just got back from Trader Joe's. So I have a couple of bags. I didn't get a ton of stuff just because I do have a Walmart pickup coming, or a Walmart delivery, I guess I should say, coming tomorrow. And I'll do like a grocery haul and meal planning with that, like I always do. But I'm just going to show you guys really quickly what I picked up. Okay, so this lighting is weird. But before I get started, I'm just going to tell you guys about the drama that is going on with our dryer. Because as you can see, I have all these clothes air drying, which is just lovely. So we went to Virginia for Christmas. We came back. Our dryer broke literally the day after we got back. So we called the place. We told them, hey, our dryer's broke. Can you guys come out and fix it? They said, well, right now we have a 2-week wait, or like right around 2 weeks, 2-ish weeks wait. We'll go ahead and put you on the schedule, and then we'll call you the day before to tell you what time we're coming, which should have been red flag number 1, which honestly for me it was, because you don't call the day before. That's just very inconvenient, and that's just not how you run a business. So then it was about 2 weeks, and the day that they said they were gonna call, they didn't call. And I waited, you know, all day. So we called them because it had been like 2 weeks and like 2 days or something. And we told them, hey, like we're supposed to be on the schedule. What's the deal? And they basically were just like, we don't have your information in our computer. We don't have anything saved. We have no idea who you are, what you're talking about. So I was like, awesome. So that was like very inconvenient because that's already 2 weeks without a dryer. And now basically they're telling me it's going to be another week because they're so booked that it's going to be another week. So I was like, whatever, fine. Put us on the schedule. So again, they say, all right, we're going to aim for this time frame, and then we're going to give you a call the day before to schedule. So I said, okay, all right, whatever. Like, I guess that's how you guys run things. So the day they said they were going to call, they didn't call. So this time I called up there because the last 2 times Matt had called, and I guess he just didn't ask a lot of questions like I would have. So I call up there, and the girl basically tells me again, she has no idea what we're talking about. She has our information in the system this time, but she didn't have us booked for anything. So I just, at that point, I had enough, and I just, you know, with a little bit of annoyance and irritation, I told her, first of all, I've never in my life ever heard of a business calling you the day before to schedule, because people have lives, people have to work, and they can't just drop everything a day before and be there for you guys to come. So I was like, that's really inconvenient, and I've never heard of a business operating that way. And she's like, well, that's how we do things, and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, whatever. And I said, and secondly, you guys have dropped the ball on us 2 times now, which is super annoying in of itself because, again, shows a great deal of unprofessionalism. And we don't have a dryer. Like, yes, we can hang clothes, but like, first world problems, I just don't have a lot of time to be sitting here hanging all these clothes. And then I only have so much room to hang stuff. So it's like, I can't even do a lot of the stuff. I can't even do a large load. So she's like, she basically gets an attitude with me back, which is like, whatever. You don't have any right, in my opinion, but whatever, have an attitude. And then she realized that she needed to like reel it back in, and she said, okay, well, we'll go ahead and get you on the schedule for tomorrow, which would have been a day past what they had originally said. And I was like, fine, that's fine. And she said, it'll be somewhere between 10 and 12, and we'll call you on our way. I said, okay, great. Well, then later that evening, she calls at like literally 5 till 5. She calls me back, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. It actually will not be from 10 to 12. It will be from 3 to 5. So I was like, fine. I'm going to be here all day. It doesn't matter. So she calls me. Actually, no one even called me the next day at like 2:20, which is like almost an hour before that 3 to 5 window. I get a knock on the door, and it's the repairman. And I was like, whatever. So he comes in, he does his diagnostic and all that stuff. He says, okay, it's this. We're going to order a part. It'll be in, he literally said 2 days. It'll be in 2 days. She will call you to schedule for me to come back out. So 2 days passes, 3 days passes, 4 days passes. And I told Matt, I said, you need to call up there. I said, because if I call up there, I'm going to lose it at this point. So he calls up there, doesn't get in touch with anyone, leaves a message. 2 days goes by, no call back. I call up there, their mailbox is full. He calls, we basically were ping-ponging back and forth calling every other day or every day. Their mailbox is full. We're like, what the heck is going on? So finally on Friday last week, he goes up there. Come to find out, the whole office has COVID, and they closed the office down, which I'm very sad for that, but they still have a business to run. They should have called out of courtesy to let their customers know. So basically, we have just decided, scrap them altogether. We're not going to pay them for any more services. We're going to order the part ourselves. They can eat that as far as I'm concerned, because it's been such a huge inconvenience. And Matt's just going to fix, now that we know what the problem is, Matt's just going to fix the dryer. So that's my dryer escapade, or whatever you want to call it. But we're finally going to get the dryer fixed. You guys, it's been like a month and a half of no dryer, and it's a pain. So now that I've ranted for 7 minutes, I'm going to show you guys what I picked up from Trader Joe's. Okay, so I got some bananas. I got 2 packages. This is my favorite. I love this stuff so much. I got 2 packages of the chicken fried rice, which we'll probably be having for dinner tonight. I picked up a package of this ricotta and lemon zest ravioli. I'm probably gonna eat that for lunch right now. That just sounded really good to me. I got Manny some of these whole milk yogurt pouches. They're the strawberry, beet, and berry flavor. Because he loves yogurt pouches. And they're actually cheaper than the Stonyfield Organics. So I might just start going there to get my yogurt pouches. I also got some Mexican style roasted corn with cotija or cotija cheese. I think that's how you say it. I love Mexican street corn, anything. So I'm excited to try that. I also love anything with everything but the bagel seasoning. So I saw this smoked salmon with everything but the bagel seasoning, and I'm really excited to try that because I'm gonna try to make some sushi, I think, with that, because I have a little sushi recipe that calls for the smoked salmon. Going along with that theme, I also found these everything ciabatta rolls. These are for like sandwiches or whatever. I got these little, look at that. Look at how much of that is not filled. Like, that is ridiculous. We love these white cheddar corn puffs. We always get these anytime we go to Trader Joe's for snacking. I also got Manny some of these granola bites because he loves granola. And that's a little snack for him or breakfast or whatever. I got him some of these apple carrot pouches. The fruit, they're called fruit sauce crushers, but they're basically just like the fruit pouches, like the go-go. Okay, so I'm always a sucker for any of the seasonal stuff they had. So they had this tomato dumpling soup, and it's a tomato soup with dumplings and calabrian chili peppers. Never heard of that, but I got 2 things of that so we can have that for dinner one night. You have 2 hats? You do? Got Mama and Daddy's hat on. I picked up Manny some Pop-Tarts because he loves Pop-Tarts, and I don't like to get him regular Pop-Tarts because they're just like basically all chemicals. So I picked up some of this chili onion crunch, which I've heard so many good things about from so many people, but the first person was Liza Adele, I think it's her last name. She always raves about this stuff, and I've been wanting it for so long, but every time I went to Trader Joe's before, I could never find it because it's literally like on the bottom shelf way in the back. So I found it this time. I picked up some everything seasoning, not because I was out, but just to have it because I use it on a lot of things. And then I picked up some of this chili lime seasoning, which my girl Valerie over at Valerie Santos, so she always raves about this, and I love chili lime anything, so I definitely had to pick some of that up. I got some pepper jelly because I really like pepper jelly. I have a child behind me playing with his little basketball hoop. And then last but certainly not least, I got Manny a bunch of these little, which he already ate one in the car, but just these little fruit leathers, or what are they called? Fruit wraps. But these are really good little snack, and it's something you can stick in your purse or your diaper bag for when the youngins are hungry. So yeah, that's all I got. I spent about $50, which I think is a great deal for all of this. Typically, if I was to go to a local grocery store, I would spend $50 and get like 4 things. So I got all of this for $50, and I think that's a great deal. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this day going because I feel like I'm already way behind schedule. So here's Manny's lunch. He's having some blueberries, some of those white cheddar puffs from Trader Joe's. And then I made him his favorite grilled cheese. So that's what Manny's having for lunch. And then I'll show you guys what I'm having next. Okay, so here's what I'm having for lunch. So I got that ravioli, that lemon zest ravioli. And then I put some of that pepper onion sauce or dip or marinade or whatever it is. I don't even know. And then I added a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And it smells divine. This stuff is freaking spicy though. I tasted it and whew, it is spicy. But I'm excited to dig into this because I haven't eaten today, and it is what, 12:30? Almost 1? Is it 1? Yeah. It's almost nap time. So I'm gonna dig in. I was able to tackle a little bit of laundry today.
I mentioned earlier that I have to do really small loads, so it was just a very small load that I was able to get done today, but it's still a little bit of laundry motivation for you guys, so I hope to have more of that coming soon. So I decided to make this soup for dinner instead of the chicken fried rice, and I have to say I was not a huge fan. It was a little bit too spicy for me, but I did like the dumplings and the tomato soup together.
Yeah.
Alright y'all, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for being my kind weird. Bye!